Hey, welcome back. I'm Fina, and I've been at a music festival all day, which was great fun, but now my voice is a little hoarse, and I feel like it is quiet time. It is time for something peaceful and slow. And so, I was in the mood to do another teeny tiny painting. So I did this once before, the same little sized canvas, and here she is. I made this little self-portrait with, I challenged myself because I'm usually very perfectionist style painter, and I take hours and I want to have it look like realistic. But I have a lot of fun trying to force myself to not do that. So with this one, I didn't do any kind of sketch first, and I decided to only use two colours. So I used like a burnt umber, burnt sienna, and a white. And I want to do that again because that was actually super fun. So today I have a fresh canvas, and I intend to do much the same. But I have a new picture. I've got a little picky up on my laptop here, and it's on my Instagram if you want to see it. Fina Esma on Instagram, that I barely post on, but I'm really trying to post every week to be like, watch my video please. But it's a picture where I'm wearing this bright green jumpsuit. And so I thought maybe for this one I could go cool toned and I could do green and white. And just use those two and do the same where I don't have a sketch. And so it's going to be a trust the process kind of video. And it's definitely going to be a bit ugly when we start. But like last time, we should get there in the end. And it might be fun. It should be fun. So I've got here my brushes, so let's pick a couple to use. These are my key players, and I think I would like to have mainly just small. I like a pointed brush because then you can use it for all kinds of size. You can, just use the pointed tip when you want it to be small. Let's have a little detail brush. So I'll have this one. Or I have a teenier one, maybe that's better. Okay, let's have a teeny tiny one. A flat brush with a point. This one. And let's have a pointed brush if I can find one. Hello. This is maybe a little large. I have a slightly small one. I wish I had something in between these two. That would be great. But I fear I do not. So this it is. I'll take them both. We can decide as we go. And as for colours, I have a big thing of white. I'm using acrylic paint today, which I normally hate. I'm an oil girl myself, but because we're doing something quick and simple, acrylic should do the job. So I've got a big thing of white. Then I have not chosen what green to use. I have a phthalo green, I think. This is phthalo green, and this is hooker's green. And I also picked up a blue because I had a fleeting moment where I thought maybe some blue in there could be nice. But you know what? I'm just going to start with green and see how it goes. So I think maybe I'm going to squeeze them both out and see how they look. Today, a real treat. I have a fresh What is this? Palette. I did forget. So I'm going to squeeze them out on here. Just have a little peek on what they look like. So let's start with the phthalo green. There we go. Almost as if I could have known, because it's on the outside. And this looks warmer. That's why I wanted to see them. Yeah, this is like closer. I've got a warm green and a cool green. As you can see, this one is the Hooker's green, which is a warm green. That one is phthalo green, which is cool. And I know I said I would do cool, but I like the warm one more. So I think I might do that. Okay. So I'm going to use that guy, and let's squeeze out some white too. Wonderful. Okay. I think I'm going to do the face first, and then I'll colour in the background afterwards if I feel like it. So we're going to start with just making some real vague shapes. And I wonder what part I ought to start with. I'm scared. Okay, don't be scared, it's fine. I also have a little jar of water to rinse off. I'm gonna need actually a little rag to dry with. Luckily, I have my paint running on hand. It's a bit jacked, don't look at it too much. Alright. Okay, I'm nervous. I'm gonna start by blocking in some of the hair. So let's mix up a mid shade between the pure green and white to start with. And I'm just doing this to sort of create some proportion. So top of the head is about here, let's say, maybe. And we've got hair. I'm already unsatisfied with what's going on here, but be patient. We are making mistakes and then correcting them as we go. So, hello forehead, there we are. Now the hair sort of goes over my forehead here, like there's a little cowlick going on there and coming down. Ooh, that's too small. I'm doing it too small. Let's fix that up. Bigger. So, swoop of hair here. Forehead, bigger than that. Another swoop of hair here. I told you guys, trust the process. And I'm going to just try and make a jawline appear from here. And it will almost definitely move at some point. But for now, here it is. Chin, jaw, little cheek. It's something. Don't talk to me. So, I'm going to continue with the sort of basic shapes. This is where the hair goes. Now I'm going to start using some of the darker colours to make darker colours. The undiluted green to signify where the depth is. So that's just where there's shadows in my hair. I just pulled a cat hair out of my eyeball. I'm sorry you had to see that. And now the sort of cowlicks. Let's put those in. Back to my mid-tone to get back in the shape of the hair. I've gone a bit crazy there. That's not supposed to go out so far, but we're here now. I really need to remember that the last video was like probably about an hour long. I don't remember now, but it took time. I never feel very confident at the beginning. Especially because I'm used to working with a drawing first. Because this is the hard part. the proportion. This is rough stuff, guys. So I'm still just trying to sort of lock in the shape of my hair, and I've done it so big now that actually I'm missing out parts of the photo that I meant to put in, but maybe that's good because it's probably more interesting to see facial features than it is to see like a bit more hair. I'm slightly watering down my paint just because I want to. I like to. Makes it go on a little more smoothly. Okay. We don't see the end of the hair. That disappears off the edge of my canvas. So let's do the other side too. My head looks alarmingly square. Let's try and fix that just a little. I think it comes in a bit more here. You would think something's not right. What it is? Unsure. We'll get there in the end. Let's just go with that for now. Okay. Again, the hair disappears off the end. It's all looking very one-dimensional right now, and I aim to fix that soon come. So what I need is facial features, but I'm scared, so I'm gonna just keep working around that. My skin has to have colour. I'm gonna have to do that at some point. Maybe now, maybe not. You know what, let's give my neck colour so that I'm not scared to give my skin colour. Let's start simple. Ooh. I'm gonna have to make it light to be lighter than my hair. Let's just start with that. Maybe I'll just make everything else darker. We'll see. I'm gonna give it that. I'm wearing a choker in the picture. Let's put that in a moment. Also wearing a necklace here. That's also going in later. Right now, let's get some skin. Looking a little sickly. Alright, so now we can start adding some depth to that. So, first of all, around the chin. It's not quite right. Don't worry about it. And my Adam's apple, which is always there, because I've got terrible posture. Thank you to that one guy who commented about it on one of my first videos. I think about that all the time. So, there's that. And the shadow sort of continues down here. I need to make the hair darker now because it's becoming a problem. Okay. Something's not in the right place. We are slowly learning what. Very slowly. I'm going to put the choker in just for reference because I'm struggling without it. I'm seeing now where I'm making mistakes. So it's kind of here. Kind of. Let's just give the rough shape of it and I'll make it look nice later. So it's sort of there. Sort of, I think. So what's going on here? That's really unclear to me. I fear I may have made that bit of neck a little too long. Don't worry about it. I'm really glad actually that I've formatted this in a way that you can't see the photo, because it would be embarrassing if you could. This way, you just get to watch something form in front of your eyes without realizing quite how off it is from the get-go. Okay. This is my hair. There's definitely something. This is not correct. I think maybe my head is more tilted than I have made it be. Okay. Well, I have a neck. That's good. It's a good start. I like that. So, the other necklace is going around there, but I'm not going to put that in yet, I don't think. You know what? I've got shoulders. They should be here. They should be involved. Let's have some more skin tone, which is just really pale green. My shoulder. Where is that? It's at choker level. Don't worry about the sides. It's none of my business. It's none of yours. The other shoulder you can't see, really. You can sort of see it actually, but it's kind of behind my hair. And it's like there. Let's just have that, that's enough. And then the shirt I'm wearing is black, so that's pretty dark. So I'm just going to use again the undiluted green. I'm really just avoiding the facial features because I'm scared. But it's my painting, and I will procrastinate it in whatever way I wish. We will have to get there eventually, don't worry. Okay. There's hair here that I've not yet painted in, which obscures the rest of this. But let's give my shoulder some shape. So there's a shadow there, and the beginnings of my armpit. Yeah. So actually I think this needs to be a bit more of that kind of angle. And we have some pit action there. Maybe what I need here is actually a highlight on this part of my arm. Maybe it wasn't. I don't love how that looks, but it's what we have for now. We'll get back to it. I'm not happy, but it's not done. Let's do that. Let's fix this. Okay, I'm gonna stick my schnoz in the middle and hope something good comes of it. So, let's try and locate where it ought to be. Let's have some nostrils. I think my nose is kind of like here. Okay, let's map out the features before we fully commit to any of them, so that I don't waste too much time. Maybe I should use my smaller brush for this. Maybe. I can't be bothered. I'm going to continue. I'm going to use a slightly lighter colour. And I think my nose is wider than that. I'm not sure. So there's nostrils. You just got to picture them for now. Nose, nostrils. This is not. Bear with me. Okay. Philtrum. Lip. My mouth is open, as always. That is not how it looks, but we're just doing proportions. Don't forget. Okay. Imagine a lip Is it there? Maybe. Is my mouth and nose too close together? Perhaps. Don't worry. Eyeballs. They're here. Let's do eyebrow first, and then maybe I can find a place for them. So there's like one eyebrow there. Not even remotely that shape, but don't worry. And there's one here. And then as for the balls, I'm scared. There's one kind of there, and one kind of there. Ooh. Okay, well, I guess we must run with that, but it's not right. And I'm looking at it and I know that. I don't know why. It's not enough space between the eyebrows and the eyes, but that might be because I did the eyebrows very thick. I'm just gonna have to commit to a feature and then work outwards, I think. So maybe I'm gonna start with the nose. And if I have to move the whole face downwards, so be it. It's nose time. Okay. Well, let's do skin tone then. Get some skin up in here. Okay. We're going 2D first, and then we'll get some depth in there after. Well, that's cheeks. So that's good. I'm just gonna paint this entire eyeball area as well, because who knows where that's gonna end up in the end. Now let's do something else. Some nose. My entire nose is darker than the cheeks, except for the very tip. Maybe it's time for the little one. It is really very teeny, but that might be a good thing right now. Little tiny. So let's try and be a bit braver and put in some darker colours. Edge of my nose. I'm gonna sort of erase the dark bits I don't need afterwards. So, nostrils. What's the deal, huh? Are they there? Looking very pig, but we're gonna sort that out. Have no fear. I'm having a lot of fear right now, actually. Something's happening. It's not good yet, but I think it has the potential to be a good thing in the future. We're making shapes. They're not good, but they're there, and that's something. Ooh, that was too much paint. I may have to wait for this paint to dry a little bit more before I can keep painting over it to fix the mistakes. got a really blurry blob of a nose right now. We can always come back to it. I don't like what I just did there. It's too late. I've done it now. Sort of, I need to convey somehow the like roundness of my nose tip without being too heavy-handed. I think mainly what it needs is a little white highlight in the center, but that's hard to do while the paint is still wet. Let's leave it at that for now. We could fix it later, never fear. Okay. Okay. I'm a little scared. Let's do the philtrum. This is one of the whitest bits of the whole picture. And then we have the mouth. And I'm excited to make this not look like this anymore. I think that will be fun. Too much. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. I can paint over it. Chill out, guys. It's not a big deal. Okay. Lip. It's lip time. I don't know quite how to go about this, because that's too dark. Okay, let's use the dark colour to try and make the space between the lips where my mouth is open. But there's also teeth. Let's not forget that. Well, agog. It's already better. It's something. So the darkest parts are, yeah, there. And then also the slight shadow around the bottom of my mouth. Under my lip. Okay. I'm gonna soften that a bit. It's already looking better, I must say. Back with my mid-tone green. The highlight on my lip is lower down than it was there, so just adjusting that. Let's try and form some kind of upper lip. That would be really nice. I'm gonna have to add in some teeth as well. That's alright for now. I think I'm gonna try and do the little line between the front teeth first, and then paint the white over the top. But let's let that dry a little before I put the white on there for the teeth. And let's do a little lip highlight instead. So it's first of all just a little lighter there, and then I want some like just pure white just on there. For a little shine. Okay, well, how about I have some skin? How about that? That could make me feel better, I think. Oh, it's too dark. Yeah, okay. Skin, great. You know what? I've not made it the same colour as this skin, which will become an issue, but not right now. I'm gonna go back to my big brush for this because that's gonna take forever otherwise. Okay, I found an issue. My chin is not that small, so I'm gonna need to increase the chin size first of all. There's also a shadow under the lip here, but I'll add that in a moment. I've not allowed myself enough jaw or chin space here. I've got a wider jaw. I may have made it too wide on this side. Who knows? Let's just fill it in and see how it feels. Alright, I'm gonna need to make that chin bigger. Ooh. I don't like what I'm seeing. I've gone too far. Let's try and sketch out where it should be. I'm getting the feeling perhaps my mouth is too small. What is happening? Okay. I'm gonna make the mouth a little bit bigger. I'm frightened. Okay, mouth. That seems okay. Now let's try and figure out what's going on in the jaw. Okay, you know what, for reference, let's put in this little mole. Maybe that'll help me as a little landmark. So that mole lives right here. Oh, it didn't appear. Right there. I've done it too heavy, of course. But it's there. This mole. And around that is my chin. So I'm going to do a little like white highlight there. I really need to be patient enough to wait for it to dry before I try putting in the white, but it just helps me see. This is our key issue here. So let's try and work it out. on something. I think my jaw is not that triangular, it's a little more flat. And maybe that's better. Maybe it isn't. Don't concern yourself with it, and I won't either. Now, I think I could do something maybe by darkening the shadow under the chin. Particularly on this side. Not sure what to make of that. Okay, I need to put some kind of dimension into my face. You didn't see that. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I still haven't given myself teeth. Should probably do that at some point. But first, let's give myself some shadows. Shadow of chin. Shadow of jaw. Maybe darker. I might be being too shy with my colours. There's definitely a bit of a shadow all the way around the edge of the jaw. And around the edge of like the cheekbone. And same goes for the other side. I have an ear, but we'll put that in afterwards. Until I know where it is, I won't spend time on it. Okay, I feel like there's something happening. It's almost good. In the jaw region. How wide is this area? That's too wide. But by how much? Could not tell you. Let's leave that there right now. And maybe we should try and go upwards. I'm gonna start doing that by putting some more detail in the hair. Because I don't want to. So this is where my ear is, really, here. But again, that can wait. And this is where my hair flicks down. Sort of this part, the bit that curls from being behind my ear. I'm gonna dilute the paint a little again, just to make it run more smoothly. Because this is not, it's not a commission or anything. Haven't primed the canvas any more than it already came pre-primed, and I haven't sanded it, so it's very gritty. Lots of little dots. So we're just gonna have to try and combat that with thinner paint. Okay. I love putting the detail in the hair. That's my favourite part, because it makes me feel like something's happening. Like, I feel like that makes it look better, quicker, and it's also easy. Because, like, you can't really put hair in the wrong place where it looks wrong, except for maybe at the hairline. because it could be sitting anyway and you wouldn't know. That's too light. I'm gonna use a lighter green. It's still too light. Okay, well that's probably about the right colour for over here. Okay, I think that's enough for now. I don't want to go into too much detail there yet and forget about the rest of the painting that's not done at all. So let's move up to over here. So this sort of touches the outer corner of my eye. Okay, let's try and do an eye. Let's give it my best shot. I actually think I was not far off with the little guides that I made there. They may be a little too low down, actually. That looks kind of right, don't you think? Maybe. Okay. Okay. Look, that's not it, but that's kind of the shape of an eye, right? I'm just blocking in stuff right now. Let's get a lighter green and work around it, why don't we? Okay. It's kind of flat underneath here. Well, no, that isn't right, is it? Okay, that kind of opened my eye up again. A bit better. Let's use just some completely undiluted to make the pupil. And it's also kind of dark around the lash line. And I do have eyelashes, so they will have to go in at some point. But I'll need to do my eyelid first. Well, okay, I just undid some work there, but we can read it. It's not good, but it's something. It can eventually be good. Maybe. Yeah, you know what? That's alright. And you know what's really going to be the best part about this? This part. Very fun. I like it a lot. That little eye highlight, so good. No matter what you're painting or drawing, doing a little eye highlight, always fun. Okay, let's try and have an eyelid with some shape. I'm wearing green eyeshadow in this, which is going to be difficult to emulate, but I'll do my best. So it's a little darker where there's the... Oh, that's too dark. There's the shape in here. I think that's too dark. Whoops. I'll blend it out. Yeah. And there's a highlight on the inner corner, which I'm going to have to put in a second. But then also, like, it's quite light at the brow bone. Let's do that first. Something's happening. Okay, yeah, alright. I can live with that. I need to have an eyebrow. I maybe need to do that. Okay, let's do them dark, just for the time being, and I'll make it lighter when I am more certain of where they ought to be. Hmm? Hmm? Do a little highlight underneath. Okay, I'm just going to colour this in so that I have a base to work on. So... I think it will make me feel better to have that inner corner eye highlight. Where is it? Where does it go? I've overdone it. Don't worry, we can fix it. I'd also like to have my eyelashes. Maybe I can do that now, actually. So I'll do it with a dark green. Not the darkest one. I'll just do a couple. Oops. Well, that just didn't work at all. My hand just slipped. Let's try that again. Not dark enough. Had something. They're looking a bit cartoon. I think maybe I chose too dark a colour. Yes, I did. Okay, painting over that immediately. Whoops. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it. There. We can come back to it. Okay, there's something funky going on around the nose that I think needs some attention. That is this area. Inner eye corner as well. I'm not in love with what's just happened here, but it has happened, so let's live with that briefly. It's there, that's all I can say. Let's try and do the other eye. I'm very frightened about this. Okay, start with the inner eye corner. Shape. Maybe I should put in the iris. I think that could be a good place to start. I'm sort of gonna just cut away at it till I think it looks alright. What this eye needs is a heavy under eye bag. And an eyelid, actually. An eyelid would be really quite good. Let's colour that whole bit in so that we have somewhere to start. Oh no, I just went over the outer corner. Inner corner even. It's a little scary. Just a bit. Don't worry, it's a work in progress. We're gonna get there. Let's have something. That wasn't it. That was not the something I needed. How about this? Is this the something I need? No, most definitely not. Right. I think maybe it's white. Okay. Okay, I think I need to define the edge of the face a little. Maybe that'll make me feel better. So the hair. Okay, well there's a cheekbone is like here. The hair comes like there. Maybe. What the hell's wrong with this eye? It's just so scary. Let's just try again. I feel like that might have improved things a little. There's eyelashes at the end. And a couple throughout. Ooh. It's better, but it's not good. I think maybe I need more eye whites. Okay, I think what's distressing me is the inner corner. Something is just not up to scratch over there. You know it's serious when I've had to turn it away from you so that I can see my mistakes more clearly. I think potentially also just that part under my eye is way too dark and that's throwing me off. So let's lighten that up and see what happens. Well, it looks better. I'll give me that. I don't think it looks good yet, but it doesn't have to, so that's fine. Ugh, it looks a bit scary. Maybe it's because one pupil or iris, I guess, is darker than the other one. So let's try and darken this one to the same degree. See if it looks better. Still not dark enough, I think. Alright, it's something. It's a bit better. I think what I don't like is that you can see the eyeshadow is much more on one side than the other. So maybe I'll try and even that out. And see how I feel. also on this side you can see the eyelid crease, but you can't on the other side. Doesn't look right. I think maybe also my extreme eyelashes on one side contrasting with the not so much on the other is causing some problem. So maybe let's darken the eyelashes on the other eye and see what I feel. Well, now they both look bad. Let's do the same. There. It's something. We can get back to that. This eyebrow needs some love, though. I don't really know what's happening there, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit scared of it. My eyebrows are not the same. They do not match. They do what they want. Maybe if I just do the skin around the eyebrow, eventually an eyebrow will come to me. That's my feeling. Actually, I'm having a new feeling that my eyebrow's too low down. So, goodbye eyebrow. I'm gonna give myself some skin, actually, I've just decided. On the forehead. Which, by the way, too small, I think. But again, that's not my business at this time. Okay. Trying to make the shape of my brow bone here. I'm struggling a little. Okay, let's just pretend there's no eyebrow there and just do the bone. No brow at all. Goodbye. How scary. Well, I need to blend that out a bit more gently and then figure out what is going on next to my eye. There's the shadow of my brow bone coming down like my eye socket here, and it's quite dark, and then there's the shadow that just sits there on the edge of my cheekbone. So let's do that slightly darker eye socket shadow. That sort of connects up to my eyebrow. Is that right? I'm having some alone time with this painting so that I can sort out, or I'll be here forever. It's kind of difficult doing a painting sideways because I can't see the proportions dead on. So let me just fix this. I'll be right with you. Once I have an eyebrow, I'll be happy. and the hair. We've moved. I don't love what's happening in the brow region, but I don't want to exclude you any longer. I'm going to make it a little darker to match the other one. Although they sort of like fade out into my forehead in the center. So I need to try and make that happen. And also I would like to put that little highlight right in the center of my nose slash brows. My T-zone. Because there's a nice white bit here. Okay, it's something. Now let's fix the forehead hairline situation that we have going on here. First of all, forehead. Start there. Where should she be? Taller. Needs to be up here, I think. I think we're actually okay over here. So, now hair. The fun bit. Okay, what's going on? I'm going back to my big brush. I feel like I don't want to get too bogged down in the details with the hair. I'm just going to try and get in the general dark and light patches in it. Okay. I think I could do with some more green, actually. Oh, that was way too much. But I need to sort out the hair. It's truly an emergency. This whole section. I need to do my ear. I forgot about my ear. Let's stick her in and then I think things will be better. So, surprisingly low, my ear's down here. And the other one? Here. That's a little too pale though. I'm gonna do darker green. Yeah, like that. Maybe that's still too pale. I don't know. We can work with that for now. Something like that. Anyway, this darker bit here is the hair coming down past the ear. It's darkest right there. It goes all the way over the ear. And then there's the... Ooh, God, I'm laying it on too thick. Whoops. comes down under the jaw here. Some little hairs just going over there. I'm going to do this choker now because I want to. And I think it's time. Really, this should be the only thing I use that completely undiluted green for, because this is black, but I just want to do it somewhere else as well, so it's not like super stand out. There's a little round stud on it, so I have to leave that there. Same with the other side. It sort of disappears up into my neck there. Yeah. Now the ring, silver, so it's sort of shiny. I'm going to do first the darker part, and then let's do the highlights to make it look nice and shiny. Let me just get a bit more sort of skin tone to cover this bit. And now, okay, wait. Back to my big brush to do some sort of shading on my neck down here. Where it ought to be a little darker. And then I'll do my necklace. So it's sort of like chunky silver. And I'm going to do the same thing again where I do dark first and then the light over the top. So it's going sort of like this. So let's put down some chunky silver shapes, and on top of that you can do some sparkly white highlights. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I need to sort out the top of the head. There's still a lot of suspicious activity up there. Let's do that. Let's stop ignoring it. So, okay. There's a cowlick here. Let's get that in. So, little hairs coming out here. There's some light ones going right the way up and over here. Don't ask me how it's standing up, I don't know. Highlights. I love this part. It's actually the best part. So this is the part that sort of sits over the shoulder strap. Comes out then. Okay, anyway, back to this monstrosity up here. So the hair sort of comes in. Ooh, that was too far. Okay, comes in over the forehead. Maybe a little darker than that. Yes, things are taking shape in a way that are pleasing to me now. I no longer hate this. And I'm noticing now that it's too late, I've really failed my mission of not doing details. Like, I've still got this one here, and when you look at them compared, this one is a lot looser than that. If I were back at my painting course, my tutors would be angry at me right now for getting bogged down in the details. But they're not here, and it's my painting, so I'm going to do whatever I want. And I want detail. Well, I'm still being good by my standards. But, you know, okay. Oh, okay, how are we feeling? I think my forehead needs some attention, where there's still a sort of half-covered old mistake. So let's cover that up a little more. And maybe we can assess this hairline. Like, I think I'd like a sort of mid-tone at the hairline to be a in-between shade. And I need still, over here, the little flicks. Just one little highlight in there. And then one here. Beautiful. Very fun. Very nice. Oh no. Let's get some darkness back where I've just accidentally put that. Right. Now we're talking. Okay. You know what I did forget? My teeth. I still never put those back in. And they're sort of there, but I think they need to be a little light. Still a bit too green. So let's whiten those. Uh-oh. I need to now make this line in the middle be in the right place. You can kind of see the next teeth as well, but they're not that bright. So I'll leave it at that. I would like to put in a bit more of a lip highlight as well. Okay, some final highlight touches I think. And then I'm going to do the background and then I think we're done. So who can be bright? These birds. My neck, I still need to fix that up. I need to make this a little darker here. I think this is just hair there. That's better. Still trying to find all the light areas. The shoulder, I never fixed that. Now is the time to come back to all the things that I said I would deal with later, unfortunately. I'd like to make a bit more of a highlight here. This whole sort of area. And then on the tip of my nose, I think I need a bit more as well. This little dot. Something about this is not right as well. Is that better? It might be. Do a bit of a highlight under there. Okay. Let's just brighten up this necklace. It's not looking super shiny. We can do better. Okay. yeah. So I'm going to use this big brush to do the background. I'm not sure what shade of green to go for. This one I went kind of similar, a little dark maybe even to the skin tone, but I did different shades in different areas where it needed something different. I think I'm going to start with something light to contrast there. I'm going to take it out of this for this part so that I don't miss out the edges, because I did that with the last one. And everybody, the background painting is finished, and I can now present to you my finished piece. So here she is. This is the finished painting, and I'm quite proud of it. I think it's pretty good. And if you put it next to the other one, you can see it's not quite as loose, but you know, it's more my style, I guess, and I still like that. So I think they make for a nice pair. I hope no one thinks I'm too vain. I just have a lot of pictures of myself, so it's easy to use as a reference. But I think she's not bad. But thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the process as much as I did. I know I sounded extremely stressed throughout, but that was actually me having fun. I enjoy painting a lot, and if you enjoy it, let me know and I'll do more of it, because I had a really good time. So thanks for coming along, and I hope you got the chance to relax a little. I'll see you guys again next time. Bye bye. And a huge thank you to everybody who supports me over on Patreon, including my mid-RM cycle patrons: Alexander, Bastian, Kosikas, Guy, Hideto, Johnny B. Good, Luigi Rinaldi, Michael, Maxi Snacks, and Shane. Thank you all very much for your support. It does mean the world to me. I hope you all have a most wonderful night's sleep tonight.